Hey everyone, today we're diving back to the era of the makes to talk about Sonic Unleashed on the PlayStation 2 and the PS3 versions were visual powerhouses for their time. The PS2 port, often referred to as the SD version, is a fascinating look at how hardware limitations can fundamentally break a game's core identity. It isn't just a downgrade in resolution, it's a complete structure overhaul that misses the mark in almost every category. The most jarring difference hits you the moment you start a daytime stage. Wide open, sprawling environments designed for the hedgehog and giant's high-speed physics. On the PS2, however, these levels are chopped into tiny bit-sized chunks separated by constant load screens. The sense of momentum is constantly murdered by a now loading bar every 60 seconds. Because they handle this seamless speed, the developers implemented a boost system that feels more like a stiff, linear treadmill than a high-speed rush. You're not navigating a world, you're navigating a series of highways. Then we have the Werehog. While the night stages were already controversial in the AD version, at least they had deep, complex platforming and a semi-competent combat system. The combat is stripped down to its barest bones. The levels even feel more repetitive and sluggish because the physics engine just isn't there to support fluid movements. Everything feels heavy, in the worst way possible. Plus, the removal of the hub worlds in favor of a point-and-click map menu completely strips away the sense of adventure. You're essentially playing a glorified menu simulator between levels, just like a mobile game, for example. Perhaps the biggest crime is the lack of adabat and other cut content, but even the stages that made the cut feel like ghost towns still strips away the environment detail, the moving background elements, and the complex geometry that made the AD levels feel alive. Without those layers, you are left sprinting through sterile, low-poly corridors that feel more like a prototype than a finished AAA game. The graphics are moody, which is expected for the PS2, but the art direction suffers. When the light engine, the soul of Unleashed, is completely gutted, you're left with a game that shares the name in the box of a masterpiece, but lacks the speed, the scale, and mainly the heart that made the original so special. It's a version of Sonic Unleashed that feels like it's running through molasses, proving that sometimes you just can't force a next gen vision onto next gen hardware. Well, at least this is not the engaged version, right? But anyway, guys, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and also share your opinion about Sonic Unleashed in the PlayStation 2 or in general, you know. And that's it, guys. See you next time.